Number 3, mu'mineen and mu'minat. Try at the same time to become an independent thinker. Try to be independent. What do I mean by saying try to be independent? If you want to become ambitious, don't just follow the caravan. Don't follow blindly. Wallah, if I stand here or I sit here and I say something which is not appealing to you and not making sense to you and you keep quiet, it is a hujjat against you on the day of Qiyamah. You have to challenge me so that I don't take you for granted. You have to. It is your duty. Because if you don't challenge me, then I think everything is rosy, is fine. You need to be independent thinkers. I'm not saying we are not independent, don't get me, but some are not. Unfortunately. Some, alhamdulillah, you tick the box, we've done the program. It is announced, the program. It is on the screen, the program. WhatsApp is... No, that's not why we are here. We are here for serious business. We want to prepare for the reappearance of Abu Salih al-Mahdi. And that is why Amir al-Mu'minin beautifully mentioned. Ihtaj liman shi'ita takun asira. Amir al-Mu'minin said, when you become needy to anyone you want, you become the slave of that person. So if I stand here or whoever run programs think that people, they are not challenging, what do? I take people for granted. Wallahi. Because I know they need me. They need me. So I take people for granted. And then the second one, Amir said, wastagni an man shi'ta takun nadhira. Imam Amir said, no, be independent, be satisfied of what is with people. You become like them. Meaning what? You don't follow caravan. You don't just go for going sake. You also show, mashallah, you're working hard. And you've got some constructive criticism. Not just criticism. And then the last one, he said, wahsin liman shi'ita takun amira. And then be kind to whomsoever you want. You become what? The master of that person. So the third one, mu'min and mu'minat, is what? Let us try to be independent. Independent doesn't mean arrogant. You want to change the Islamic law. No, that's not what I'm talking about. Come, women and men sit together, mixing, having program. That's not what I'm talking about. Be independent. Be a critical thinker in a true sense of being a critical thinker. We need our community members to be critical thinkers so that the next generation will be top-notch critical thinkers. Otherwise, we will lose our children to other faiths. It is happening. One day I will give a talk on this. Inshallah. We have a serious problems. That some are half-baked Muslims, some are completely out of it. And last but not least, ingredients of becoming ambitious personality or aspiring personality or ambitious community is what? Have sense of responsibility. Al-ihsas bil-mas'uliyya ba. Lazim insan yahis bil-mas'uliyya. You need to have sense of responsibility. Oh baby, when you enter here, assalamu alaikum in the mosque, have a bit sense of responsibility also. When you go to the Imam Barga for Majlis, Azhar, have a bit of sense of responsibility. You have to have sense of responsibility. I am going there, I am responsible for whatever is happening there. It is not only for those who organize. It is not only for the one who speak. I also have a sense of responsibility. If it is positive, I take ownership. If it is negative, I take ownership. We all have sense of responsibility. In conclusion, you see, Prophet under this sense of responsibility, you know what he said? Inna al-yawma wal-layla ya'malani fik fa'mal fihima. وَيَأْخُذَانِ مِنْكَ فَخُذْ مِنْهُمَا. The Holy Prophet said, know that day and night are working in you and taking from you. Work in day and night and take from day and night. So therefore, mu'mineen and mu'minat, let us try as much as we can to be reasonably ambitious in life. To be independent. Independent doesn't mean arrogant. You want to change the Islamic law. No, that's not what I'm talking about. Come, women and men sit together, mixing, having program. That's not what I'm talking about. Be independent. Be a critical thinker in a true sense of being a critical thinker. We need our community members to be critical thinkers so that the next generation will be top-notch critical thinkers. Otherwise, we will lose our children to other faiths. It is happening. One day I will give a talk on this, inshallah. We have a serious problems. That some are half-baked Muslims, some are completely out of it. And last but not least, ingredients of becoming ambitious personality or aspiring personality or ambitious community is what? Have sense of responsibility. My point of interest, yes, it's every part of your life, but for me, it's more of our relationship with Allah and Ahlul Bayt. Because I know our dunya, we all try. So when we say a person is ambitious, it simply means someone who strives to achieve more. If you and I are not going for Salat al-Jama'ah now, are you ambitious to make sure in the next few months you will attend Salat al-Jama'ah? If you don't have that thinking and mindset, believe me, you are not ambitious in religion. Yeah. Some of us are neighbors of the mosque, but we can't remember when last we prayed in the mosque. We need to be ambitious. Okay. When last did you recite Quran? Are you ambitious about reciting the Holy Quran? So it's to aspire to achieve more. Because it's just one routine. You try to bring small change, people jump like no one's business. And the other individual is what? Aspiring individual. Aspiring individual is someone who aspires to achieve more. Who wants to take his or her life to the next level when it comes to his or her relationship with Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. Likewise, you have aspiring community. Aspiring community, the community which strive to achieve more. That community is regarded as ambitious community. Now let's look at ingredients of ambition and vigor. Kindly pay attention, brothers and sisters. This will help all of us in our lives. But as I said, my interest is about our relationship with God and our relationship with Ahlul Bayt. But this cut across because it's a psychological thing. The first ingredient, you want to become an ambitious person? You want to become an ambitious community? You must identify your aim, your objective. What's your aim in life when it comes to Islam? You go to Rasulullah Akram or Azam, you go to Husayniyah. What's your aim? Why do you go there? What's your aim? What's the aim? If you know your aim, you will challenge your community to have solid aim. But if you have not managed to identify your aim, you can't challenge anybody. You'll only go and have caucuses outside and complain for nothing. So having aim is a way of becoming ambitious. And there are numerous traditions from the Holy Prophet and Ahlul Bayt, isn't it? One tradition is from Imam Musa al-Kadhim alayhi salam. It's a known tradition. Imam says, Man tasawa yawmahu fahuwa magbun. Magbun means khusran. Whoever's 2 days are equal is a loser. If last year our community were the same like this year, wallah, we are losers. If I and you last year were the same like this year, Ayyama Azar comes the same, then we are losers. Let's get charged. Let's get inspired. Let's aspire for more. Man tasawa yawmahu fahuwa magbun. You run in a subcommittee. Last year, same program. This year, same program. Then what's the point? We cannot afford our 2 days to be equal. He said a person will continue to be a scholar so long as he continues to learn. Imam Abi said the moment a person stops learning and thinking that he knows, that is the beginning of his ignorance. So, as community, Habibi, wallahi, this I'm saying it from the bottom of my heart and out of my own experience. We stagnated. We are stuck. Our communities are stuck. Because it's routine. Members are not suggesting. Member is not suggesting. We just going and going. But what we are perfect at is just complaining and nothing else. That's the first ingredient. Hadaf. Identify your aim. When you come here, why are you coming? Forget about the one sitting next to you. Why are you coming here for Friday? What is your aim? If you are able to identify your aim and you realize that when you come here and your aim is not being served, you raise it. But if you have not identified your aim, whether it is served or not, you will not be able to raise it. That's number one. Second ingredient, afikatu bin nafs. Believe in yourselves. Believe in yourself doesn't mean one becomes arrogant. Na'udhu billah. Doesn't mean you show off. No. As an individual, as communities, we need to believe in our capabilities that we can do it. But Amirul Mu'minin taught us, how do you ensure that beliefs in oneself manifest in our lives? He said, أَعْكَلُ النَّاسِ مَنْ جَمَعَ عُقُولَ النَّاسِ إِلَيْهِ. Amirul Mu'minin said, the smartest of all is the one who combine his mind to that of others. Meaning what? You borrow. You look at that community, they are smart. Learn from them. Learn from them. Don't say, no, this is our community, this is the way we are, we're going to continue like that. No, learn, even if they are not Muslims. So long as it's not against the teachings of Islam, learn from others. أَعْكَلُ النَّاسِ Amirul Mu'minin said, مَنْ جَمَعَ عُقُولَ النَّاسِ إِلَيْهِ. Learn from your past experience. One riwayah of Mawlai Kainat mentioned, the best of all is the one who prepare his tomorrow from his today. You know, I want our members, all of us, from which committee you are coming, don't become just a spectator. Become a strong member, active member, who really talks of things that will help the community. Become an active member of wherever you attend. It's of great importance. That's number two. Number three, mu'minin and mu'minat. Try at the same time to become an independent thinker. Try to be independent. What